Good afternoon, this is Jana Lynn Kilcrease from the Killeen Daily Herald, and we have just completed a walk through the newest facility that belongs to the Killeen Fire Department. The rooms inside are beautiful and functional. There is storage space. The areas have been designed with a lot of things in mind. We took a tour with Chief James Kubinski, and so we're going to share that with you on a video, and then there will be a story in an upcoming edition. Thank you. What's the first section we're going to be seeing?
So we're going to show you the Fire Station 4 area. So that'll be the living quarters for the firefighters that will be working out of the operations division, actually responding to calls in the newly formed response area that I'll actually show you a map of what that will be covering as well.
Okay.
That consists of the living quarters, the apparatus bay, and then a fitness area and some storage rooms that they'll have for some of their equipment.
Sounds like a lot.
It's a lot. As is usual and customary with any firehouse, we live here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So they have to have a place to eat, cook their meals. And then you'll see there's pantries over here. They have their own individual pantry.
Okay.
Now there's a running joke. You can leave a $100 bill out on the counter. Nobody will touch it. You leave that pantry unlocked, the leftovers will be taken by the other shift. Just want you to know that.
And brothers.
Yeah, those leftovers are highly valued items.
Very good.
So they will stockpile their cooking appliances, things like that, any specialty items that isn't provided for by the department. So we provide the basic things, some plates, silverware, coffee pot, that's the lifeblood of the firehouse, and all the cooking utensils.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
So this station can hold up to 12 people. There, a number of years back, there was a fire station that was opened here, Fire Station 7, but it took them over a year, a little over a year, to get the firefighters hired and trained. We didn't want to make that same mistake twice. So we hired the firefighters back in January, trained them up. They went into the operations division over a month ago. They've been riding around on different fire engines, getting trained up, so that when we do open, all of the personnel will be dispersed out throughout various stations, and then senior firefighters will also come here, that we will be able to go operational immediately upon grand opening. So we don't have to sit for a month or 2 months or 6 months and wait to train up our firefighters. This is a much needed service for our residents. This area was identified as our response gap. We shoot for a 6-minute response time more than 90% of the time. With regards to fire and EMS calls, this area has been consistently 8-minute response times. This is going to cut those response times down. I will be conservative to say by at least 3 to 4 minutes.
That makes a difference.
And
Every minute counts.
It sure does. It sure does. So this is your kitchen area here. As we make our way around the corner, this main corridor is the offices. So your battalion chief and EMS captain will house either one of these offices. Kind of unique. We went a little old school. They have to share a bathroom. So it's a Jack and Jill bathroom setup. So those two members of the team better get along well and be able to clean up after each other.
I'm sure you worked a lot on that.
We sure did. We'll come out this way.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
How's it going?
And then across the hallway here is the day room. It is. This is a place for a little bit of R&R for the firefighters once 5 or 6 p.m. hits and the training is done. The work of the normal work day is done. It's a place to come in and get some rest and relaxation. However, this is also part of the EOC.
Help.
Emergency Operations Center.
I got it. Okay.
This large screen TV is tied into all of the technology up on the second floor in the EOC. If there is a briefing that goes on, this actually will go live, and it can be used for one of two things. It can be used for briefing of the operations personnel. So maybe we have a large-scale incident, and we've got to bring all the crews in here to give them their next 8-hour period briefing. They can do it here from the command staff that's up in the EOC.
Wonderful.
Or a secondary option is this could be our media briefing room.
options.
It's large enough that we can do one of two things with it. So we've thought very versatile about this entire complex.
Excellent.
That it can be used in one of two ways. The media briefing room, maybe not so much, because this is a firefighter's home.
Yes.
But we never know.
That.
We never know what it's going to be needed for, so we thought it out as, hey, all the firefighters are out, they're working, and we need to brief the media. This is a way that we can bring media into a large parking lot area and have them in a secured area. One thing to think about was the Atkinson fire.
Yes.
We had to utilize a school district building and get their permission. Now we have a central location that we can say, hey, come to the Station 4 EOC complex, and we're going to do our media briefings here.
That was so surreal, not really knowing where folks were going, but this is a stopgap, and I'm glad it happened the way it did so that you were able to help catch the emergency part.
And inform the public. That's
Yes.
an important thing.
So your firefighters watch movies and TV shows in here sometimes?
They do.
What's like the favorite of is there, or do they fight over the remote?
Usually the station captain or the senior firefighter gets the remote. Everybody else just comes along with whatever those two members of the team make the decision on.
I think it'd be great if all TVs worked that way.
Wouldn't that be nice? As you come around this way, so this is where the station captain is going to have their office. So this is the captain in charge of the engine and the ambulance crew.
All right.
And they come right into their designated bunk room.
Wow. Okay. Lockers.
So somewhat unique, not in the fire service, but to Killeen Fire Department, is individual sleeping quarters. So the other stations, three newest stations, it's 2 people to a bunk room. So it's semi-private. All the other stations, it's just a large open area that they have like 3/4 shelves. Here, they're actually going to have their own individual bunk rooms to have a little bit of privacy.
Got it. And quiet.
And quiet.
They should be well rested when it's their turn.
Correct.
Good.
And that's important for a couple of reasons. We're a diverse fire department, not just men and women, but we shouldn't expect 2 people to have to share a room.
Yeah.
All right? You don't do that at home with your,
True.
you don't have your brother come over and share a room with you, right? Your sister.
It's a benefit.
Why would we expect that at a work environment where you actually have to sleep?
All right. Now, what is this area called?
This is your apparatus bay.
Okay.
So this is where our apparatus are on the ready to respond to the calls. The hallway by the kitchen or here both get you out
Okay.
with the goal of the engine will be here and the ambulance are the closest ones because those are the ones who got to get out the quickest.
Okay.
One of the things, best feature I think of this station, you'll see here the bifold doors.
That's wonderful.
And everyone says, well, why is that important? These doors take anywhere from 10 to 12 seconds to open. These doors take 2 seconds.
Saving that time again.
10 seconds makes a big difference in being able to get out to that call.
It sure does.
There are also fewer moving parts. They don't have springs. They're not loaded on the top with all the weight coming down. So there's also evidence that shows there are lower maintenance costs over the life of the door. These will be eventually set up for cancer prevention, that a vacuum will come on and the exhaust is sucked out into the hose, over into the ceiling and out into the environment and not into the apparatus floor. So there's no dangerous exhaust fumes or particulate that firefighters breathe in.
Okay. Okay. And you find that to be, I know I've done the statistics, the higher source of death in firefighters is what
Correct.
they ingest at work.
Firefighters are 10% more likely than the general public
Thank
to
you.
contract cancer.
You said it. Very good.
Yes.
All
And one
right.
little thing, little nostalgia. So you see those letters up there. Those came off of the fire station in Skylark, the old fire station 4. We felt that we would keep a little bit of nostalgia and bring it back out here.
I think that's a grand idea. Very good.
This is our EMS supply room for the south side.
Okay.
So after an ambulance call, they've got to resupply the ambulance.
Sure.
Right now it's on Bunny Trail Road,
Right.
southwest side, so this should save in some fuel as well because it's centrally located.
Sure.
They leave the hospital, they come here, pick up their equipment, and then get back to their station.
Okay, this is where medications and paraphernalia
Yep.
be stored.
Correct.
Okay.
Bandages, splints, anything that is used for a patient to take care of them is resupplied here.
Okay.
And then the last section of the fire station that's going to be shared with everybody is this room here. I think everybody expects their firefighters to be fit.
Get a close-up of that. We could stay in this room for a while.
Sure.
This is wonderful,
We have to have our firefighters fit and ready to take care of the citizens.
of course.
And this has been a very well thought out, laid out plan. There's still a few pieces of equipment are yet to be delivered. What I was really proud of our firefighters, they looked at this and said, yeah, Chief, this is great. This is our largest fitness center that we have out of all the fire stations. Some of our oldest ones, they put it on the bay floor and they're working out in the heat. And they said, we love that this is climate controlled,
Sure.
but how are we going to condition ourselves for the hot Texas heat? He says, is it okay if we use the second floor loft and put more fitness equipment up there so we can work out in the heat and the cool and condition ourselves?
That is a very clever idea.
So
well thought out.
we have more fitness equipment that'll be going in the second floor loft,
Okay.
and it's going to be able to be used for our cadets, our newest firefighters who might not be used to wearing that bunker gear.
Sure.
So this is going to have the ability to house and facilitate at least 20 people working out at the same time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good information.
Yeah. But some of the thoughts we had, our cadets come out, and right now all their bunker gear is stored in a Connex box at Central.
Right?
Well, what happens when they're training out on the training field over there? Because that's where the tower is going to go, in that grassy area. Well, what happens if they got to go to the bathroom? We don't want them going inside.
I understand.
So we put an outside bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how far does the property for the fire department? Does the city own all of this, or is...
We own just to the parking lot of the Sheridan Transportation Facility. So
Okay.
we used about 6.5 acres. We own 15.
Okay.
So future
About half.
expansion capability.
Okay. That sounds great.
Yeah.
If you could, right now, make a list of what you would do next, what would that be?
A driving pad for driver training for all city departments, not just the
Gotcha.
fire department. Learning to drive those big trucks takes some time, and we have to certify every year through a driving course. But the police department has to train their police officers. Solid waste has to train their drivers.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Right. All of our departments have to train, so a future driving pad out there for driver training.
Okay.
And to partner with the police department, allow them to co-locate their 3 different impound lots.
Right.
They use 3 different locations, allow them to have a single location out here that's
That would
close
be
to the
great.
PD,
Okay.
and some other live fire training buildings.
Okay.
So this is one building, there's all kinds of training props. We can create a rail car
Wow.
scenario. We have all kinds of training prop site capabilities out there that we're looking for.
Okay. All right.
We also put an ice machine out here. Need your ice for training.
I was just going to say, and it's in a locked room. That's
Yes.
just not fair. Well, good.
But most importantly, high school, adult academy, and then the instructors all have their own room to store their bunker gear.
Okay.
Outside, away,
Separate.
in a secure spot.
Sure. Wow. It looks like the other one. All
Yeah,
painted red for some reason.
very
Oh,
well
that's
thought out.
Great.
So we'll take you to the EOC and the training academy areas now.
Okay.
One really kind of cool thing, our high school kids have to come in and change out of their street clothes into a uniform.
Oh, good. That's all part of it.
So all of the thoughtfulness that goes into it, separate changing rooms.
There you go. Okay.
Something very simple that we don't have now that was thought of.
Yeah. My goodness. It's the touches that help.
A couple of restrooms and then just some offices and a break room. Single hallway, and then when you make the left, you can get into the station where all the bunk rooms were. So some of the thoughtfulness, again, put into multifaceted. If we had to stand up our EOC right now, it would take about 4 or 5 hours for that IT team that you just saw to take our training academy over by Central Station, bring all the computer and phone equipment in, set up the tables, and stand it up. Well, when an emergency happens, we don't have 4 or 5 hours.
Of course not.
So we will now have an established EOC, which I'll take you into. So up here is going to be a video wall, 5 screens wide by 2 screens tall, that we can break out. We can put traffic cameras from Public Works. We can put news channels. We can put the real-time crime center feed in here. And not to watch citizens, but if there's an emergency, right? The police officers have cameras on them.
Yes.
We can see what they're seeing, and we can now start our planning of what the next phase is. What are the needs that are out there? There's trees down on the ground. Okay, we need to get bulldozers. We can start telling the logistics side, hey, start ordering bulldozers from the state. Start ordering boats from the state because there's flooding. It gives us ability to have eyes out on the scene of the emergency in real time and start ordering those resources much quicker than the old days where it'd be like command is outside or operations is outside saying, hey, all right, yeah, we've got really heavy flooding and 18 people are trapped and we're going to need these things, and we have to wait for the phone call.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to real time see what resources are needed.
That's amazing. No, I think that's excellent. The quicker the response, the less difficult the outcome may be.
Correct. So we'll be able to react in a much quicker fashion than even 10 years ago. Classrooms. This is where we get to train our firefighters. They're going to have some of the most up-to-date technology in the learning environment that is also tied to the EOC.